From Mark Zuckerberg's stupidly expensive car that he can't even drive due to being illegal in California, to a whole neighborhood worth a whopping $30 million just for the sake of privacy. From Elon Musk's $300 million jet collection to a $1,500 shoe that could have sent him to prison for 6 straight months. From Jeff Bezos owning $250 million worth of Washington Post to control people's minds and not see any lousy article about him, to him owning a $75,000 robot dog that can be a lot more than just a dog. There's so much to explore when talking about the ridiculously hefty stuff that billionaires own. One thing is for sure, they never failed to convince us to think, why is it so important for them to live so overly lavish when most probably they're gonna die the same as a homeless person on the street? And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because this video highlights some stupidly expensive things that billionaires own or do. Here's the spoiler. It's none of the things I mentioned earlier, but there's even crazier stuff inside, so stay glued. First is this over-the-top piece of art owned by Microsoft giant Bill Gates. This isn't just a painting of a man lost in the sea. It's $36 million hanging outside his home library. In 1998, Bill Gates set what was then an American art record when he bought Winslow Homer's Lost on the Grand Banks for merely $36 million. Well, skipping over his entire $124 million art collection is no big deal when he's got hundreds of other things to blow his money on. So the man's got wings for every whim. And I'm not talking about his private jet range, of which the cheapest one, the Cessna 208 seaplane, cost him only $2.8 million. He uses that jet to travel to his islands or remote areas without airways. After 10 years of becoming a billionaire, he bought his first private jet. It's never too late to flex your wealth. Maybe you got fed up with being stuck in endless queues or listening to crying babies on commercial airways. He purchased the Bombardier Challenger 350 for $27 million, but not just one. He bought 2 of the same plane that possesses nothing extraordinary, just super basic stuff, be it reclining seats, swing-out tables, or couches. However, as soon as he started getting older, he needed more comfort and sleep. So he bought a $78 million Gulfstream G650ER because it had bedrooms. Yet again, he purchased 2 of these by spending $156 million in the blink of an eye. Want to know Bill Gates' total private jet collection cost? Just $210 million. And that's nothing in front of this book that he can't even read. He got it in heated bidding at an auction in 1994. The extraordinarily hardworking and brutally candid 39-year-old Bill Gates got the manuscript Codex Leicester for $30.8 million, making it the most expensive book of that time. The weird part about the book is that its author, Da Vinci, wrote it backwards, so you have to read its pages in the mirror. The writer did it because he was left-handed and didn't want the ink to smudge. The book has survived centuries and is based on illustrations and scientific observations. It turned out to be a wise investment, as the book is now worth $130 million, meaning Bill Gates wears many hats, one of which is that he's a great capitalist. But we're going to leave Bill Gates alone now, as I have a solid reason why you must think about Jeff Bezos' giant balls. But first, don't lay your eyes on his manhood. Go and wash your brain, because it wasn't about those balls, man. Come on. So apart from being incredibly smart, self-sacrificing for some claps in return, and involved in dirty scandals, he sometimes thinks good for his employees. And apparently, with the same motive, he built Bezos' balls worth $4 billion. And well, that's just a teaspoon of the pie. Bezos' balls is the nickname for his special Amazon offices where his favorite employees sit and work, because he thinks it boosts their creativity and positively impacts productivity. It's a giant greenhouse with glass walls outside and over 40,000 exotic plants inside. You too can visit this private, expensive jungle with tickets. Though Bezos' balls are hard to ignore, his yacht is equally irresistible. This yacht is one of the most expensive private boats in the world, and the reason is, it's not an ordinary yacht. It's a 417-foot long yacht worth $500 million. He named this yacht Koru, a sailing boat that can move without an engine but carries some insane stuff inside. Jacuzzis, submarines, restaurants, clubs, and a private jet worth $10 million. That can be operated by his wife too. This yacht takes $25 million yearly to maintain and can be managed by one person, unlike others that need a whole crew. Still, that's not the most expensive thing he owns. Guess what it is? It's a piece of paper. In 2009, his wife caught him having an affair with his mistress, which made her mad. She cost Bezos $38 billion worth of divorce. Next time, think before marrying a tough woman and then doing something fishy. Don't let your testosterone level shake off your net worth. That is a lose-lose all around. Jeff Bezos should take some lessons from Elon Musk on how to keep a spark in your relationship. Elon Musk had one green diamond coming straight from his father's emerald line. He turned it into a 14-karat gold necklace and gifted it to his college girlfriend. After they broke up, the business-minded Elon Musk must have regretted the $50,000 loss. At this point, he had enough ideas about how much girls love diamonds, and the way to their hearts is through millions. So his next wife got not one, but 3 diamond rings. The first ring that he gifted costed about $100,000, but she said that that was cheap. So the next ring that he gifted her for casual wear was worth $300,000. Take lessons, guys. This extravagant spending didn't stop there because girls need different accessories for every occasion. So Elon Musk bought another ring for special events. This ring is one of a kind. 10 sapphires and a big, expensive diamond worth $1 million. This sums up to $1.5 million on 3 diamond rings for his second wife, who isn't even with him anymore. So it seems like it was still insufficient enough to get the girl. So she divorced 2 years later, costing Musk $17 million. Elon Musk spends even more on his kids. He's got 9 kids, and each kid's yearly expense is around $24 million. So the total expense for his kids is around $216 million yearly. And still, that's not his most expensive expense. The irony is that we get banned for free speech on the app. But Elon Musk straight up buys the app just for free speech, no matter the cost. So when Twitter was going through a rough patch, losing billions and censoring millions of users, Elon Musk took the risk and bought all the shares of Twitter for $54.2 billion. Way more than the actual price. And well, who cares when you're filthy rich and have plans of your own? We scroll Facebook and Instagram while the man behind this makes millions and billions of dollars from our wasted time. Before, Mark Zuckerberg preferred to live a very modest life. I mean, we've seen him driving around in a Volkswagen GTI, a car known for its affordability, but that doesn't mean he doesn't spend stupidly. After all, when you have billions sitting in the bank, why not give yourself the Prince treatment? In the same flow, he gave special protocol to Facebook headquarters walls by paying its artist, David Cho, nearly $500 million. In 2005, Cho was asked to paint his art in the Facebook headquarters office in Palo Alto, California. He was given 2 choices: to get paid $60,000 cash or to receive shares from Facebook. And you know what he must have chosen. Now he's holding around $500 million worth of Facebook shares. Talk about some smart decisions. You think that's the only expense Mark has? Wait until you see this one. Zuckerberg spends vigorously on properties that are close to nature. He paid $59 million on 2 adjacent mansions on Lake Tahoe. He's one of the few wealthiest people in the world who will spend this much for a holiday property they barely visit once a year. The smaller mansion, Carousel Estate, was built in the early 1930s. It's a beautiful 2-door residence divided into 3 main quarters, each connected by a single passageway. This property has 9 bathrooms, 8 bedrooms, and various fireplaces. The other mansion, Brushwood Estate, was built in the 1960s, a more modern yet sophisticated one with 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. The living space of the second one has everything that can make you go, wow. But you'll not be as surprised as listening to what he spent on public relations. Billionaires are hated by everyone, and to keep their image alive, they sometimes do stupid stuff. But Zuckerberg took it to a whole new level. Previously, they stated that they would donate 99% of Facebook shares to establish an organization that would benefit the welfare of the people. Here, we're talking about billions of dollars. He and his wife Chan took on the initiative CZI to eliminate all the diseases by the end of this century. A whopping $10.5 billion has been given to the initiative by the Zuck. That's an insane amount of money just to have people say good things about you on the internet. A dream that never comes true, no matter how much money one throws away. Do you agree?